was.
Varco heads wide to Phillips, who can get and go. Can he give them a nerve settler? Time to size it up. Goes to the pocket. DeGoey. He's been the man.
Well, along with Pendlebury, until he went off, the class of DeGoey, he's been elite in that forward half. Strong, isn't he? He's a bull.
Big man.
Looks like a powerful man.
He was a sitting duck there to be spoiled, but he just stood under that ball. He made it his own. He wants these moments. That's the difference between Jordan DeGoey and a lot of his compatriots.
He's kicked 4-2 this afternoon. He's got some wow factor about him. He's got 5. And Collingwood has some breathing space.
I agree with you there, Kingy. He wanted that shot. He was never going to miss that shot.
No.
He wanted it. He was confident. He had a bit of a strut about him. He is sitting under it. This is a tough mark because you're sitting under that ball. Darcy Gardner really needed to get the knee into the ribs and just impact that contest. And I think that's what Chris Fagan is thinking. Had to hit body, if not ball. But that is a nice conversion from a class player that makes this team a much better team.
Huge raps on this guy, and rightly so. Yes, he's had his issues, but you can see why you invest so much.
Flicks it over his head. Christensen trying to back out with it. Still a chance. 3 Collingwood players around him. Back to Rich. Back inside to Beams to tie the scores.
Well,
he's a huge kick, this man.
Well, Collingwood supporters would have seen this for years when he was playing half-forward flank and through the middle of the ground. He converts these opportunities this late in the game.
He's another one who wants these moments. You can just see it. You can see the steel in his eyes.
And especially tonight. He wants it tonight.
To a hush. To tie it up with 2 minutes and change left. Struck it pretty well. It's sailing long. It's there. I hope you've taken your medication. She's all tied up. 2 minutes to go.
Well, this is an unbelievable game. It really is. The centre bounce clearances have dictated who has control. It's very difficult to move the ball end to end. Collingwood have done it probably the better of the two teams, but the class forward 50 entries from Cameron and Rich and Zorko today have been outstanding. At the other end, it's been Treloar and Pendlebury. It's just which of your guns get it versus which of the other teams. But the pressure right now on Brodie Grundy, Pies fans
nervous and shattered that Dane Beams is no longer a Pie.
Tossed in the air. Seconds start ticking. Clearance here is massive. Rayner quickly and off the square. Side bottom thought he had it. He didn't. Treloar's got it. Gave it to Blair. Feeds it out. Take it behind right now. Side bottom runs on. Any score. Take any score. He's gone too wide. It'll be out of play. Stevenson gathers, kept it alive. DeGoey. He floats it. Big Mason Cox.
Out of bounds.
Ball in.
Tell you what, Mason Cox, he put a block on then to allow Sidebottom to get an extra 15 metres carry towards goal. Surprisingly, he went for the pass steal.
Good there, coach. A lot of stress in the box.
Rain trickling down.
Here we go.
Scores level. Forward pocket. 2 of the premier ruckmen in the competition. In fact, Stephen Martin in front of Cox fed it down. I'm surprised Grundy didn't go for it. Treloar, he feeds it towards the top of the square. A take it behind here, surely. Main accidental, and he could be the accidental hero.
Still plenty of time.
1:35 left. The long launch. Eric Hipwood floats in. Ball to the back. Rayner attacks Scharenberg.
Oh, Louis Taylor's out the back.
McStay to Robinson. Louis Taylor's got it. A goal in there in front. He heads to Christensen. Bouncing ball. Can he get it on the boot? He can. He bends it around, but it's not enough.
Great
It's out of
chase.
full.
Great chase and pressure.
Got to get one-on-one. Got to get one-on-one now for the Lions. Collingwood looking to control the ball. Kill some clock.
Murray heads wide. Mason Cox about to rise.
That's
And
two,
the big men don't get any smaller.
that's 2 big grabs in the last 5 minutes from Mason Cox. Out in the centre wing, went under enormous pressure. He stood up again.
And he mongrels it towards Grundy on the wing. Martin monstered him. Ball to the back. Phillips, does he keep it alive? He does. He rolls it in the DeGoey direction. He left it. He got it. He fed it on. That was brilliant. Stevenson, and it's over. Phenomenal finish by Collingwood.
Incredible.
And they've broken his heart.
Yeah, Chris Fagan shattered, but the Collingwood coach's box would be very relieved.
The way they worked at that. And it started from Mason Cox's really important mark on centre wing, then this hat kick and smart work from De Goey just to put it out in front of Stevenson. This breaks the heart of the Brisbane Lions, especially considering he was a Brisbane Lions supporter, Stevenson. But that is a really nice finish, set up by De Goey and Mason Cox. Great work, great finish.
Some sort of win this.
Huge
Some
win.
sort of win. I mean, they've been challenged all day by Brisbane Lions who've shown scoring potency like we haven't seen all year.
Captain's off injured penalty. That's too high. Free kick. And they can milk the seconds.
Well, that was a free kick in frustration from Dane Beams.
And while this has all been going on, Cam Rainey's just come from the field with a right shoulder complaint.
That's not good for young Rayner. He's been very good in this last half.
Treloar holds it up. They know how long left now. They've dodged the bullet, Collingwood. Brisbane Lions will remain winless, 0-7. Stevenson sees it thumped away, side bottom, content to see it out, but Collingwood now pushing to get back in the 8. They started the round outside the 8. They needed this one. 10th at the start of the round. Pendlebury might be out for a little while, but they've got these 4 points in the bank. And the good news in some respects is that the AFL season has its mojo back. This was a cracker. An absolute cracker. I hope you enjoyed it wherever you're watching around the planet. Collingwood against all odds by 7 points.
Huge win for the Pies. I mean, Brisbane threw everything at them, and we spoke about Brisbane a fair amount through the broadcast, but the structure, the work rate, the stars stood up for Collingwood through the middle of the ground. When their skipper went down, Pendlebury, who was first class in that first half, side bottom, Phillips was really good. Treloar was quite early, but then stepped up. And you just must love De Goey. I thought he was brilliant.
Moment makers. They've got them everywhere. Both teams had them today, but Collingwood in particular. Treloar, when it was required, when the captain went off in the third term, in the last quarter still, side bottom said, not on my watch. 10 disposals, but they were important, every one of them. You spoke of Mason Cox having to take 2 contested marks when his team needed him most. Awesome. De Goey. He just wants to win.
De Goey's the one.
Yeah, he is. He finishes with 5 goals, but the rest play their roles. When they're backline to have the intercept marking capabilities, they took 21 intercept marks down there today, and it was just an amazing performance. Jeremy Howe took 5. He's having a great season, but this Collingwood win can't be underestimated. They're on the rack, 3rd game in 11 days. Scores level, minute and a half to go. Nathan Buckley will be absolutely thrilled with this victory and the performance of his boys.
Let's go downstairs with Nick D'Alessandro with one of the stars of today's game.
Yeah, only 3 weeks for the footy club. What does that mean, that victory?
Yeah, it's really good, especially after the loss last week, just to come back, fight it out for the 4 quarters. Wasn't the way we wanted to go about it, but in the end we got the job done. Tell
us about how you went about it. I mean, it was really tight late. How were you feeling? You had a couple of shots?
Yeah, I was a bit nervous towards the end there, but the practice worked out in the end. So obviously I was happy to get on the end of a couple, but just in the end the boys rallied together and got the job done.
Well, you know you can play in the midfield as well. Tonight played majority forward. Is that something you want to do a little bit more of?
Yeah, pretty much swing between both. So we got a pretty good midfield at the moment, so kind of bide my time down forward and try and kick a couple, which is good.
Where can it go from here? What more can you do?
Oh, I don't know, not a whole lot, I don't think. No, I was pretty happy with that game. Obviously, just want to work on my defensive aspect, but overall, yeah, I was happy with it.
Thank you very much. Fantastic game. 5 goals. Is that personal best?
Yeah, personal best.
There's another memory. Well done. Congratulations.
Cheers. Thanks, Nick.
Well done, buddy. Well done.
Great game from Jordan De Goey. He said he was a bit nervous for those last few shots. He could have fooled us. He looked very, very happy to have that weight on his shoulders to take the shot to ice the game.
Here's the song.